Will CRB last forever? In this video, myself and Umar are going to be talking about CRB and what we think about it and the whole thing about universal basic income. So, to start off, I don't think it should be a thing. What do you think?
I understand the CRB is helping a lot of families and a lot of people in need.
Yes.
But will the economy be able to sustain this for a long period of time? Probably not.
Definitely not. Yeah, probably not. But I mean, I think, like Umar was saying, if you genuinely need CRB, obviously we understand that it is there to help people. You know, obviously we do have a whole pandemic going on.
Sure.
Like, we've never really experienced anything like this before. But is this something that is long-term sustainable? So when the pandemic is over, when people are going back to work, is the whole universal base income, is it a good idea? Again, definitely not, because of how the economy works. I think one thing to take note of especially is inflation.
Yeah.
The prices of everything would be
Go
like
up.
insanely inflated. I forgot what country it is. I'm probably wrong, but I want to say Venezuela. I think like the price of bananas there are like stupidly overpriced as well. And that's bananas, right? I think if it was to happen here in Canada, like I feel like just like a water bottle, like the stuff you get for like $1. I don't even think that's $1 anymore. I think that's like $1.29, whatever. But that'd be like $10.
$10.
It would just be insane because
The value of the money wouldn't be there anymore.
exactly. And like if you guys don't already know what inflation is pretty much like the price of goods and just things in general going up in value. The yearly average inflation rate is 3%.
Yeah.
I know for the past few years it's been less than 3%, like 2.5 I think. And pretty much so what that means is like things obviously they go up in price. Like you guys have obviously heard like your parents or someone older than you say, oh, I remember when this used to be like
Cheaper,
so cheap, blah, blah, back in the day, whatever. It would just continue to grow at a stupid rate. And like it's something that would not be sustainable, I don't think.
No.
Another thing as well to notice is like consumer behavior and how people are going to think about money and how they're going to feel with money. Because people, like, realistically, they're not used to seeing, like $1,800 every single month for, I guess, doing nothing, right?
Sure.
They're not used to seeing that type of money. When people are making that type of money, they're going to start to think, oh, why am I working minimum wage? Why am I working like an hour for, $14?
$14.
Why am I doing that when I can literally sit at home and I'm making $1,800? That's more than part-time minimum wage, right?
Yeah. But you have to understand that there's some people receiving CRB will absolutely need it. They lost their jobs and that was they're supporting their family off of that. For those people, it makes sense. The only issue is when do we get back to work and we can stay at work? Because as you guys may notice, at one point the cases went down, things started opening up. We went from stage 2 to stage 3 just to go right back to stage 2. Right. The real issue I don't think is, economics aside, can we, sustain it or not? If we do sustain it, it's going to mess up our inflation. If we don't, then
we're just
it's like 2008 all over again, a big market crash. There's that element aside. This whole element of are we even going to be able to get back to the workplace like we used to? Me personally, I was laid off in March. I went back in June, and now we go back. We have gloves. We have to wear masks. We have to sanitize everything. But still, cases are going up. At one point, I caught a cold, and I had to go get tested for the coronavirus. If I was positive, I would our whole store would have shut down for 2 weeks, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, literally, because everybody would have to get tested. The store shuts down for 2 weeks. That's what happened at Scotiabank. Because someone had a Pickering Town Center, they had Scotiabank. So the whole bank shut down for 2 weeks. They sent a letter to everybody who came to the bank saying, please go get tested if you have a system, yada, yada, yada. That's what happens, right? So that could literally, imagine if I actually, instead of a cold, I had coronavirus.
We wouldn't be doing this video right now.
Exactly, we wouldn't be doing this video right now. But more importantly, other people at work are exposed and place shuts down for 2 weeks and come back up. That's what the economy is facing. That 2 week shutdown period for a large company like LensCrafters can potentially be $140,000 in net, because we're averaging $14,000 a day. So imagine that, like how is the company going to afford to pay people?
Yeah.
So all these things into consideration. It's not a matter of it's going to mess up the economy or not, but are we going to get to a point where we get back to work how it used to be? Are we going to survive? Not survive, but are we going to make it through this pandemic or not? It's like one of the, I'd say, more basis of this answer, if they're going to keep it or not, right?
Yeah.
Originally, CRB ended, and that should have been a be-all, end-all. But obviously, Trudeau and the government, even the states did the same thing, is they had to have some sort of stimulus going in the economy, because if they left everybody flat broke, that's when crime goes up, depression happens, people are never going to get back to work because you don't want to get in a mindset. Rather, the government's kind of they're giving you this kind of like a little push, okay, here's this for now, keep going. I really truly, what I think they're going to do is once, I don't think we're going to get inflated. what I think they're gonna do is once we're back into a stable economy, they're gonna boost the taxes so high on everything that they're gonna get their money back. That's what I think. Like my perspective is on this. I don't think it's gonna be like you know, even back home like in India, to buy candy bars like 500 rupees, right?
Yeah.
Which is their currency. I don't think it'll ever get like that here, just because like everything is so controlled here, everything's so regulated here. I think this whole stimulus check and CRB check, CERB check were all calculated. They have reserves aside. I like, you know, what Radies is saying could be potential where we're gonna have a huge inflation, but I don't think it was.
Well, so that's if CRB turns into a universal income.
Yeah.
With just CRB, there will be negative effects.
Yeah.
It won't be crazy where it's like, you know, stuff's inflated, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if we do have that universal based thing, because then the question comes like, why would someone even want to go to work?
Yeah.
And another thing that you were mentioning, like, it's not will the economy like crash, it's will there be an economy? Because like if stores are closing down, like there's no like flow of money going anywhere, right? So it's just like, okay, everyone has this money, like what do we do with it now? Like if I want to go buy the house, what bases the value of the house if there's no one buying stuff?
No,
so it's like it just doesn't make sense. And I think that's why I feel like CRB, it should not go on forever. Like, will it be extended? We don't know.
Yeah.
Do you want to touch about like what the periods even are now?
Yeah, because for CRB they have 28 periods, but you can, or no, they have 26 periods, but you're only eligible for 13 periods out of the 26. So you can't even get every single CRB check. You only get half of them. You pick and choose which ones you want, and then come September 2021, CRB is done. Right. The question is it going to continue or not? That we don't know.
Yeah. Will CRB last forever? That's your answer. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. It's gonna be really come to time. I guess if things are open, everything's going back to normal, they might even end up sooner than later. The one thing I did like about CRB versus the CRB is they're promoting you to go back to work, because if you're working and making less than 50% what you used to make, they're gonna actually still give you that $2,000 check or the $1,800 check, which is pretty cool. Because I kind of like what Radies touched on is to people want to stay at home, do nothing. It's kind of promoting you, hey, you potentially be making more money because you could go make 50% less and some. Which is kind of cool. They're kind of promoting you get back into the workplace. Whereas CRB was like, oh, if you're working, you're not eligible.
Yeah.
So it's something to consider. But an answer to this question is, will it go on forever? I don't think it's sustainable.
Yeah.
But honestly, we'll see come September 2021 what they do.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Other than that, guys, that pretty much wraps it up. If you guys want to see more videos about CRB or CERB and any of that type of stuff, if you guys want it, we'll make it. If you guys have any specific questions as well, leave them down below. And if they deserve a video, we'll make a specific video on those.
Sure.
But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Make sure you leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Until next time, we'll see you guys later. Thanks and goodbye.